hopefully my phone doesn't die. So I'm going to spill as much tea as I can before the phone dies. And then after that, I might even put this under membership. So we'll see how I feel. But okay, so this is why you need to keep going on YouTube. This is why you need to make sure that you do not get discouraged. It doesn't matter about your editing. It doesn't matter about any of it. What really matters on this YouTube journey is that you keep going. Here's why. So as you can tell, I'm going to use my channel as an example so that way you can apply this to your channel. All right. As you can tell, I have been doing mainly live streaming for the last 5 years. Is it the quickest way to grow your YouTube channel? No. Is it the best strategy to grow your YouTube channel? No. But as long as you are giving out valuable information consistently, you are building a know, like, and trust factor. I feel like at the end of the day, that completely trumps any type of editing or lack thereof, in just my personal opinion. So regardless if you are somebody that, like, just keep going. Okay. What I learned from today is that you never know what opportunity is going to arise from people seeing your consistency, your longevity, right? And when I went to the YouTube shopping today, which I'm going to tell you some of the secret apps that they're using. I didn't even know that they were doing this. So I'm going to tell you some of the secret apps that they're doing, how they're using AI. People are literally using AI to create content from an app that I haven't heard of yet. Fenty Beauty was there. So the top directors and executives from Fenty Beauty were there. So I learned a lot of stuff from them. I also learned a lot of stuff from, if you've ever heard of iHerb, they're actually a global brand. Their executives were there. I learned a lot of stuff from them. Also from it's called Favorite Daughter. It's a clothing company. I guess they're super viral. They're doing amazing. Hello. So I'm going to give you guys the tea. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the tea. I feel like this is, oh, this is my little badge when I was there today, the Google Office YouTube badge. So, okay, let me actually clean this real quick. So number one, you're going to want to, and I'm going to give you the goods just right from the beginning. So you're going to want to download an app called Dropple. Okay. I believe it's spelled Droppl. It's very oddly spelled, but you're going to want to download Dropple. This app, you guys, is so dope. It doesn't matter if you're monetized or not on YouTube. I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks on how you can start to make money on YouTube without being monetized. And as you just keep going, you'll end up getting monetized anyway. And you might as well just keep going, right? Whether it takes you two years or 5 years, you can see if you do a low effort content like I'm doing, it's pretty much a 99% guarantee that after 5 years, you more than likely will get monetized, just because of the sheer consistency and the fact that you kept going and the sheer volume of content that you'll have at that point. So just keep going. But Dropple is an app where you can upload your photo, and either a photo or like a short clip. I'm not really sure. Let me make sure I'm paying attention to my directions really quickly. So you're going to want to download it, and you upload your picture or like a short clip of yourself. And what it does is it scans your picture, and then whatever outfit that you want to put on the avatar of yourself, you can put that outfit on. So what people are doing is they're not having to buy these expensive outfits. They are taking an avatar of themselves and then getting like a dress. Let's just say it's from, like, I don't know, the viral brand Favorite Daughter. Okay, it's a clothing brand. They're getting that, and they're putting the jeans and the tops from these other companies and putting it on the avatar. So you can essentially, I know this it's on my TikTok shop. It's so dope, you guys. It's on my TikTok shop, WithLoveChuckie. There's only like 40 of them left. I actually went live with them earlier. So if you really want this, like, you really got to get it today. Like, not even kidding. People kept stopping me, asking me where I got it from. 18 karat gold plated over brass. Okay, so go to WithLoveChuckie, WITH Love Chuckie on TikTok. Click the showcase, and you'll scroll and you'll see it. And maybe I'll link it. I'll also pin it later on if anyone's interested in this. But yeah, a lot of people compliment. This is a showstopper. Okay. So people are taking that, putting it on themselves, and I'm going to apply it to you. Maybe you're not into fashion. So let me rewind on this. Let's just say you're into Adidas and Nike. Okay. And you don't necessarily even have a fitness channel, but you like to wear Adidas and Nike like fitness gear because it's comfortable. You could use the Dropple app, put clothes on yourself on the avatar that are Nike and Adidas, and then post it as a short showcasing the outfit, and then you can link it. So once you get 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers, you will be eligible for YouTube, being able to tag YouTube shopping links. So that in itself, okay, so regardless of the AdSense and all that stuff, yeah, you'll end up getting that too eventually, but you get unlocked to money-making features at 3,000 watch hours too, which not a lot of people talk about. It's kind of out there, but people don't really know about it on that big of a level. So that's what people are using, Dropple. I've never heard of that app before, but it's like, if you're like, dang, I want to be able to showcase stuff, but I don't want to like have to buy all this merchandise just to showcase it and then tag it later. So you can use that app, and then without even buying the outfits. Now, if you're like, well, Ciana, I still have to, put in the effort to get the 3,000 watch hours. You can actually tag immediately the same stuff from Amazon. So Nike and Adidas is also on Amazon. So you could end up doing a 2-minute video of you in all these different outfits and fitness outfits and fitness gear and all this stuff. And then you can post it and then put the link down in your description, and then just tag the link of the Amazon link. So you don't even have to wait till the YouTube shopping. So I thought that was really dope. And you guys, the app, the way that they showed it, it doesn't look cheesy. It's like, it literally looks like me. And then I just put like, instead of like this top, say if I wanted to put like a Gucci top on, that's how it would look. So people are making money. Yeah, it's called Dropple. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it before. I hadn't heard of it, but they were showing how people literally are making money from it, and YouTube is allowing it. Like, as long as there's some kind of effort that you're using the AI tools with, then they will allow you to use AI. They're actually cracking down. I actually got to see in real live time the YouTube directors talking about this, and they are not here for low effort artificial intelligence content. But if you're incorporating AI tools like a Dropple, like Gemini, like all these other things, and you're using it as a partner to your content, then they love it. Okay. So you will not get flagged or anything like that. Especially if you, like, let's just say you made like 10 different outfits of yourself wearing all these different outfits, but then you were talking over it. Like, okay, so here's outfit number 1, and then you're in the bottom corner talking over it, but you didn't necessarily buy all those outfits, right? So it's a great way for people to like get in the game, but not have to spend a ton of money. Because let's be honest, like, you might want to become an affiliate marketer, but you're like, I got bills. I got maybe a $50 budget to be able to buy some samples and then showcase it, right? So this is how you can get in on the game. Other thing I learned is a lot of people are using Gemini. I also use Gemini. So if you are confused on your YouTube content, you're like, I just don't know what to post. I have a creative block. I have this kind of channel, but it's just not hitting, but I still don't know what to like try to do. Use Gemini. So they were showcasing Gemini in the presentation today, and then they were just showing us different examples of how you can use it. And Gemini, in my personal opinion, I've used like 3 or 4 different AI tools. To me, Gemini is number 1. And I don't know if it's because it's linked to Google, and Google just has more, they just literally are the number 1 search engine of the planet. And so you just get more bang for your buck. I'm not really sure exactly why, but Gemini comes up with better ideas, more authentic human sounding ideas rather than like a robot or just like the fake ChatGPT type of ideas, right? So you can ask it for ideas, you can ask it for hooks. You guys, I'm gonna do an entire presentation on YouTube about this, but there was one video I posted on TikTok. It made that one 60-second video made me 5 figures. And so I plugged it into Gemini and I asked it to analyze, like, why did this do such a good job? And one of the number one things it said was because of the hook. The hook. If you do not hook people within the first 2 to 3 seconds, it's pretty much a wrap. You'll just 95% of the people that got eyeballs on it will drop. So if you just perfect that, so that's what the journey that I'm on. I'm actually getting more serious and more creative and more thoughtful around hooks, because you might have some amazing information and you might get to the meat and the juice 30 minutes into the video, just like how a lot of these live streams are. It gets really juicy way later, and it's like 90% of people will never see that information, right? So if you're really trying to turn this into a business and you want to make money and build an audience, an authentic audience that knows, likes, and trusts you, then a hook is amazing. So they showed us how to use Gemini. That's what everybody's using. So don't try out the other, like, in my opinion, from my personal experience and literally from Google showing us how to use it, the YouTube office at the Google headquarters that I just went to. Here's my badge. Here's my here's my receipt. Okay, this is Ciana Singh. Okay, I was a guest today. All right. So this is, I should probably wear it. This will to show some authority. I'm going to show some authority, my Google authority today. Okay, so I literally learned from YouTube execs today. And so I'm just giving you guys the secret sauce. I'm giving you guys the gems of what people are actually using and doing. Because here's the thing, guys, there is a lot of competition, but it's still early to get in. I know that sounds crazy to think about, but like, this is how you have to think about it. You know, when let's just say you love Mexican food, like your favorite food is Mexican food. Does that mean you only go to one Mexican restaurant your entire life? No. You go to a Mexican restaurant when you travel to the East Coast. You go to a Mexican restaurant if you go out of the country. You go to a Mexican restaurant. You might go to 5 different Mexican restaurants within just your city, right? Because especially in California, there's a Mexican either pop-up mom and shop type of like booth, cooking truck, or an actual restaurant. They're all over, like, there's like over 1,000, right? So there's a lot of them that I love, but that doesn't mean I'm only loyal to just one, because I want to, you know, if I love Mexican food, I want to kind of compare all of them to each other, right? So that's why it's not too late to keep going on YouTube. That's not why it's not too late, because let's just say you watch this channel and you watch this channel to get wellness advice, health advice, motivation and inspiration, maybe a little bit of money making, maybe a little bit of YouTube growth, right? Well, I'm definitely not the only person that you're watching. Maybe you tap in with my page and you tap in with 10 other creators, right? And then what you end up doing is gathering all that information along with your own experience and coming to a conclusion of like how you're going to implement this stuff in your life. So it's the same thing. Do not feel like you're too late. Do not feel like you need to give up. It is worth it. There's no reason why you should not be getting in on this. I have 13,000 beautiful souls that are a part of this Embody Pursuit tribe, and I was invited to the headquarters. Okay, so you'd be surprised. Like, it just depends on what Google execs or what YouTube execs are kind of coming across your content. And you might, let's just say you have 200 subscribers, but your editing is just so amazing and you only post like once every 2 weeks because you really care about editing. There could be somebody that reaches out to you, whether it's a brand deal opportunity or it's literally you yourself. You just never know. So someone might say, well, Ciana, you know, I don't have that many subscribers. Well, to be honest, the YouTube sphere, right? The YouTube galaxy, I'm a little tiny planet at the end of the day, right? Like the one that you barely see on microscope, like, so, and I still got picked to go. So everybody from all walks of life from there, everybody from people that have 1 million subscribers all the way down to 100 subscribers were there. But there was just something that they saw in these different channels where they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you seem like somebody that's like a rising star, right? So you could be the next rising star. And guess what? We know how after a while, some of these people that have 1 million subscribers, Some of them end up burning out. So as they burn out, then you might be rising up to 100K, 200K, 300K subscribers, and then you might be that next big, you know, YouTuber or whatever, right? Like, you just never know. So the main point of this is keep going. Don't quit, okay? You can make money at this. You do not have to wait to get monetized, okay? I started making money on YouTube before I was monetized. Was I making full-time money off of YouTube before I was monetized? No. But I was technically making part-time income before I got monetized. I had Amazon affiliates. I had brand deals, which I've talked about. I don't talk about them a lot anymore, but I still use their products. RYZE Mushroom Coffee, Riot Energy, InnoSubs, which is like a protein powder. All the links are always down in the description. So sometimes people will discover this channel and go, they want to see who I am. So they go all the way back. They look at the links. And they might be like, I watched like 3 of her fitness videos. I believe her. Let me tap in with the protein powder she's using, right? So it's like, because I just didn't stop, now it is when you collect all of my TikTok shops, my email coaching that I have now, my course that I'm selling now, different brand deals, all the affiliate links amongst Amazon, TikTok, and Shopify, all of that equals out to comfortable full-time income. And I live in Los Angeles, California, okay? So bottom line is don't stop. It's really up to you on what you want this journey to be like. And again, let's just say you're like, okay, I'm going to have my 9-to-5 period. I respect that. And I actually would probably have done the same if I just had found a 9-to-5 that I liked, right? All the jobs I ever had, I just didn't like them. So if you are at a 9-to-5 and you're like, I still want to be monetized on YouTube because why not get in on this? Like, stop watching everybody else make a ton of money over time from the internet, right? Like, why not get in on this when it's still early? So you could be like, okay, I'm just going to do live streams for the next 5 years. Like, it's pretty much a guarantee. If you just keep going, it keeps stacking on top of each other and you'll get monetized. You can see my entire page. There's over 3,000 videos, very low effort. Now my stories are high effort, right? My passion is high effort. My authenticity is high effort, right? Like, that's all real. But as far as like me editing, I'm just in my car driving in a very, very thick amount of traffic right now, slow moving traffic. So it's like, why not pop up a live stream legally with a mounted cell phone up against, you know, a hands-free device and pay attention to the road. But I'm stopping at every single red light. Why not have a nice conversation with you guys about how we can get you to keep going and not quit, okay? So regardless of if you have a fitness channel, and I'm going to tell you this right now, if you don't know what to make content from, okay, if you don't know what to make content from, and I'm going to answer that in a second. If you don't know what to make content from, just make it about either health or fitness. That's one bracket. Health, fitness, or wellness. Love. So love and relationships. Okay. Dating advice, love and relationships, or money making. If you just don't have any idea, those are the 3 guaranteed ways to grow a YouTube channel and turn it into a business. Everybody always wants to know about those 3 things all the time, permanently, forever. So that's a guaranteed win. Okay. I'll be able to read your question as soon as I get to this next red light. So bottom line, guys, and just hopefully you're still here and stick with me. Also, too, make sure to continue to put in comments and questions. I'll be able to see them at red lights. And if I miss it, just put it again. So just stick with me. I have a long trip. So what's your take on the dead internet theory with AI and creators struggling because you never know what's real anymore? So we talked about that actually at the Google headquarters. So for people that are just coming on, this is my receipt. I was just at the YouTube Google headquarters. Okay. That's my name. I was there as a guest today. They talked about it. And guess what, guys? Guess what? YouTube is not here for it. So it's not dead. It seems like it might be dead, but it's going through like a contraction. I'll explain it like that. So anytime something new happens, we have to see how society adjusts to it, right? Okay, we have to see how society adjusts to it. Now that YouTube is seeing that there's too many channels out there with fake AI content, or people stealing other people's content and putting it in AI form and just repurposing it, YouTube is thrashing all of that down. Actually, there's a viral guidelines update that is trending right now, where YouTube announced that they will no longer be allowing any kind of AI video type of pages to be up. Now, if you like, so for example, I use Hey Jen, the app called Hey Jen. It's an avatar of myself. It's really me. I'm talking through it, but I'm talking about something authentically, and it's a product I really used, right? I'm not completely AI-atizing the whole thing. So there's different ways you can use AI as a partner to help enhance your viewer experience. But if you're literally stealing other people's content or stealing other people's voices and faces and then putting it over like stock footage, like a lot of people are doing, YouTube is catching all of those low effort pages and taking them down. So right now it may feel like, man, you know, we're just covered in a bunch of minutia of like fake AI. YouTube is cleaning up. Now, again, we had to go through that to then see, oh, okay, now we see how some scammers are using AI. We got to clean that up. Now, real, authentic, genuine YouTubers are using AI as a tool. So, for example, this guy that is talking to straight up YouTube executives, okay? Straight up YouTube executives that are in charge of all these things and in charge of guidelines and stuff like that. He told the YouTube executive, they're on a panel. He said that he does DJing content, and he notices that the women DJs get more view duration for obvious reasons, right? And it'll be like an AI looking DJ. Now, maybe there's a real DJ behind the AI girl, right? But it's like visually looks cooler with like the AI pretty like DJ girl. So the DJ was like, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to still be DJing, but I'm going to have AI girls behind me dancing. And they liked it. The YouTube executives liked it. Like, they were like, yeah, like that's an authentic way of using it. You're still making the content. You're still the talent. You're still creating the music. But he's utilizing the fact that human behavior is, I mean, it is what it is, right? See, like rappers, they always have beautiful girls in the background. It just is part of humanity. Like, people just like to see beautiful women around. So he was like, well, I'm going to utilize that as a there was some cute army men right there. So they were staring, so I just waved. But they're always there. What are they protecting? They've been there for like a month. It literally looks like the U.S. National Guard. Like, they're like, seriously, like they have like the AK they're armed and ready. I don't know what they're doing, but they've been here for a month. And I've said that while I've been on live before too. Anyways, so the YouTube exec was like, that's good, right? So if you figure out, let me rewind. Forget all the fluff about creation is over. It's overly saturated. No. That's a deterrent, and that is a way to scare you. Get laser concentrated and laser focused on what you want your own content to be about, and you just become a master at your own craft, in your lane, your timeline, your journey. Forget everybody else, all these articles, all this YouTube commentary about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. While everybody's freaking out, other people are making millions of dollars. I just witnessed it. Where people literally have these huge channels, and they're in their craft. They're like, while everyone else is freaking out, they're like coming up with new creative ways to do stuff and get this. So the DJ is telling the executives this, and then he goes, am I allowed to, okay? He goes, am I allowed to digitally put a product in the girl's hands? Or let's just say the girls were wearing Lululemon or something, right? Like the AI girls behind him DJing, and they're just dancing, right? Like little cute like DJ booth girls. If the girls were wearing Lululemon as a top, and he's like, "Can I tag Lululemon?" And they were like, "Yeah." So the AI girls haven't even, they're not real, right? So it's not like he bought the AI girls outfits. So he's over here figuring out ways to do it, to like, you know, to promote in an authentic way as a tool. Okay, so I'll be able to, I've been hitting green lights all of a sudden, so I'll be able to read some of your guys' comments. If there's a really serious question that you really want me to know about, just write it again. Or a serious comment you want me to see, just write it again. Okay, so that's what's going on, guys. I always use that emoji. I'm paying attention. Okay, what's going on? Are you guys arguing in here? Is this the first argument? There's a second part to your question. So how do you think this is going to affect your content? So I'm not worried about it at all. Here's why. The benefit about how this tribe has grown, and it's been so natural and organic, and just kind of like, my ears are popping. Sorry guys, hold on. I'm going through like like a mountainous area in LA, and it's just like my ears always start to pop over here. So I'm not like in my ear, I'm just like kind of trying to push out the air. Hold on guys, you know, I have to swallow. I want my ear to pop for a second. Hold on. Talk about authentic. Okay. So this page is basically 90, I would say 80% a live streaming tribe. So it's genuinely me as a human coming on and talking about life, all the topics that we talk about over here. Now, I've tried to purposely use AI because that's where the world is going, and it would be unwise to not figure out how to use it as a tool, which I have actually made sales. So it's going to be nothing but an enhancement for me. Now, other people that are camera shy, don't like the way that their voice sounds, too scared to practice trying to speak, feel like they don't know how to be creative, feel like they don't have anything to talk about, feel like they don't have a good enough audio, have all these excuses that they keep telling themselves, and they're like, so I'm just going to evade all of that and I'm going to create an AI channel. Don't do that. Unless you literally are like putting in so much time and effort to make it such a like an amazing cinematography type of like experience or something, then I think YouTube would be fine with it. They just have to feel like you're putting in real effort, right? So for me, because I made this channel with just myself and the internet, and like turning on the camera lens and messing up and learning in front of you guys, I won in that sense, like, because human beings are always going to want to crave authenticity. I don't know how that would ever go away. As I'm back. I'm back. Make sure it's like trying to, okay. I'm back. I have to like angle it weird, but my phone died. Okay. Where did I leave off? So human beings are going to still crave that natural, normal human connection in our lifetime. I believe. I don't think that humanness is like conditioned out of us yet. Oh, sorry guys. I have to angle it weird. I have to angle it really weird because I have to charge it at the same time. So hopefully it doesn't continue to. Okay, I'm stopped right now, so I am gonna touch it. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't keep like falling. So with that being said, keep going. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You have nothing to lose. You really have nothing to lose. Like, I lost nothing I gained hundreds of thousands of friends, whether you tapped in with me once or you're consistently part of the Embody Pursuit tribe. I gained connections across the planet, right? So you have nothing to lose but to just keep going. And just think about this as a personal development piece. Like, let's just say we all live till 120. According to our telomeres, we all have the ability to live till 120. Why not just start a YouTube channel and, okay, it hits in 15 years. Well, you're going to live that long. You're going to live past that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why not just keep going? Why not just be unbothered by the AI? Why not learn how to use AI? So I'm going to tell you the stuff that I'm using. So I use pixels to use for my thumbnails. So write this down. I use pixels for my thumbnails. I use Gemini, the paid version, to help me come up with like it's mainly for my business, really. I just riff off the top of my head, but sometimes I will have it help me. Oh, I did have Gemini help me create my course for sure. I definitely use Gemini all throughout that course. So I use Gemini to help me create the course. So Gemini, the paid version. Hey Jen, which creates like a little avatar of yourself. Sometimes, guys, I don't feel like putting on, makeup, or, maybe I just don't feel like being on camera, but I have something powerful I want to say. Then I'll just talk through the avatar, right? So I use it as a backup. So there's that. What's the other apps that I use? Canva, and there's AI features inside of Canva. So there's that. What else am I using right now? I want to start to learn Notebook. It's called LM Notebook, which is like another deep research, because I want to start to get better at like showing, like backing up a lot of the stuff that I say with like scientific research and stuff. I do think it's important. I mean, I have no reason to lie, but I get it. People don't know me. The whole globe doesn't know me. So I want to be able to back up some stuff. Yep. Hey Jen. Yep. Gemini and pixels. Make sure to spell it. It's spelled, that's the correct way to spell pixels. The app that I use, it's spelled really weird. It's Pikzels. That's what I've been using. So I really, you guys, the reason why the C Code channel is growing faster than this one did at the beginning is because of the thumbnails. That they're just better because I'm using that app, and I do pay for it. I think it's like $30 a month. But you guys, to me, you either think about it like this: spend your own time doing your thumbnails. And nobody got time for that unless you just genuinely like it. Number two, hire a thumbnail creator from like Fiverr. Okay. Or you can hire the app, and the app just creates it. The pixels just creates it. So in my mind, I'm like, instead of hiring a human and then I have to explain what I want, and you know what they're doing, guys, on Fiverr? They're just using pixels. They're just using vidIQ. These AI thumbnail creator people, they're leveraging AI tools. So why not you just like take an hour to learn these tools and you just do it yourself? And like sometimes randomly, guys, I'm not a night owl, but sometimes randomly I'll just like be up for whatever reason. It's very rare. So when that does happen, I'll just do something productive. And I was like, you know what, let me actually clean up some of the thumbnails on my channel. So I went to Pixels and I just like created some thumbnails real quick and popped them on my channel at midnight. Like if I had to hire somebody, I wouldn't be able to call them at midnight and say, hey, are you up? I'm up too. Can we talk about my thumbnails? You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Nyla, for writing that out. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Naila. So that is, what else did I learn? I learned a lot today. I took a lot of notes. From the Fenty creators, they are coming out with like a lot of new products. Of course, it's a beauty line. They always have new products. But the way that they explained how people are making money is authenticity, authenticity, authenticity. That's it. Like, just literally be yourself and talk about products that you actually use. I think we get so caught up in like, yeah, you do want to get better at hooks. You do want to get better at hooks. But really outside of that, you guys, if you just get good at storytelling your own real story that you went through, which it shouldn't be something you have to get good at if you really went through it, you will make sales. You will. Okay, perfect. Does Pixels also create the avatar? Yes. So this is exactly how I use Pixels. When you get the paid version, you're allowed, it requires you to upload 10 photos. So make it, make it your favorite photos. Upload 10 photos and they have to be like, good quality, good lighting on the photos. It then will create they call it a persona. So it creates a persona, and then now you have that. I can create more personas. Okay, so my main one has curly hair, and I want to also create a persona that has straight hair because I wear my hair both ways, right? So I will create a video. So let's just say this one, right? What I'm going to do is I'll probably say, I'll go to the Pixel app and I'll say, make me a thumbnail that has the YouTube logo in it, talking about, and put the word consistency on it, and then put money making signs on it as well, and put that I'm at some kind of headquarters of some kind. So in a nice office building with headquarters, have me in a black business blazer with my hair down, with an expression of confidence. I don't know why I'm doing that. Because I guess it's because I'm usually holding the phone like this, talking into it. And then it will come up with something. Now, if I don't like it, you can tell it to create it again. You just talk into it. Like, okay, keep the background, but can you make the table, white instead of black or something like that, right? Because it'll just kind of come up with something. And then you can kind of like curate it to make it, exactly the scene that you wanted. Okay, so that's exactly how I use it. So like the thumbnail, like one of the ones that I just made, I put on the C code, and I think I put it on Embody Pursuit Tribe too. I said it was about how you can make $333 a day, which ends up being $10,000 a month. So I said, have me walking up steps of stacks of money. I actually spoke that into Pixels. I said, have me walking up steps of stacks of money, where it says 333 at the bottom and then 10,000 at the top. For some reason, it didn't spit out the 333. I just was like, this is cute. It's fine. And I told it to put me in a professional looking business outfit in yellow. I told it to do that. And I told it to have my hair down. Okay. Girl, me too. Thumbnails. Okay. Everything that makes your YouTube successful is the exact things I do not enjoy doing. Everything, like I love the building the community aspect, the adding value aspect, but the game, the YouTube game that you have to abide by, and it's really not a game, you guys. I'm gonna relate to something a lot of us millennials and older will understand. And this is where I was like, Ciana, just check in. Like you just have to check in. When we used to go to Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, and all the new releases were on the outskirts of the store, and you literally would look at the front of the video to get that feeling of like, this looks good, right? So that's exactly what YouTube thumbnails are. Titles and thumbnails is basically the front cover of a movie. And so once I just accepted that, I'm like, that's how I was operating for years. Like, I didn't pick a movie that looked like it was crusty, like, not saying my channel is crusty, but I'm just saying, like, if it was a video that had like very cheap writing on it, terrible cinematography graphics on it, and it's supposed to be like world domination Jurassic Park or something, and say there's like not even a dinosaur on the front cover, but it's like Jurassic Park. Like I wouldn't want to pick up that movie, and it could be the number one movie of all time, but because the title looked terrible and the picture on the front looked horrible, people didn't pick up. Those movies kind of like made it to the middle aisles. You guys know what I'm talking about. It was like the ones that like they were like 99 cents, right? Like you could rent them for 99 cents for like 30 days because nobody ever rented them. So I had to look at my page and just be like, Ciana, just play the game. Like if you really want to not stay stagnant and have such slow growth, because I've been fine with it, but I'm just like, it's time to level up. Like we're always in pursuit of embodying that next level. I need to like live by that in this realm. So let me go ahead and, you know, pay for a better app. I don't like it, so I'm either going to hire someone, and I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with talking to somebody. So I was like, that's out. I was like, maybe I'll just dedicate 1 hour or 2 hours a week to thumbnails. And I just tried to do that. I was like, that's out. It's a no. So then I just decided to get an app. And again, it's, you know, $30, $40 a month. I think it might even be 40. Like if you go over a certain amount of thumbnails, and you have to pay more, but I'm just like, it's worth it. I'm seeing the results. And then I'm using Gemini to help me out with my titles. My titles are about a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10 on a good day. But because I'm using Gemini, it's okay, guys. I'm okay. It fell off the, just give me a second. So it's helping me. Okay. Hold on, guys. So it's helping me with that. All right. So I'm safe, guys, too. I'm like super safe. I'm not buying any cars. Everything's good. So bottom line, guys, is you just got to play the game. And the sooner you can level up your thumbnails, you will feel more like you just have more time to be creative, right? Like if I knew that I had to do a thumbnail later on tonight, I probably wouldn't even go live, because I'd be like, man, I got to save my energy for like making a thumbnail later. And then that sucks, because it's like I have some good information that I just got, and I wanted to give it to you right when I just got it, so that way it was fresh on my mind. You know, that's how I usually roll. I like to get it right when it's fresh on my mind, because I feel like it even becomes more powerful instead of like waiting till later, right? So anyways, what else did I learn? You guys have any other questions or anything? What at the YouTube, there was so much. It was a 3-hour event. Bottom line is, every one of us is using 20 to 30 products a day. Those products that we all actually buy with our own money are things you could be making money off of. The toothpaste, your toothbrush, your face wash, your underwear, right? If you have a go-to brand for your underwear, everything that we use on a consistent basis is what you can start to tag once you hit those 3,000 watch hours. If you get better titles, better thumbnails, you will hit those 3,000 watch hours way quicker than I did. You don't have to wait 5 years. Also keep in mind, 20 minutes, 6 feet. Also keep in mind, wait, I used to experiment with, wait, hold on. I don't know if I want to read that out loud. I just got to make sure. Hold on. No offense, Buddha. Second Buddha, I just got to make sure, because I've read some things out loud before, and it's like not appropriate. I don't know. I'm not saying you wrote something inappropriate, but let me just like hold on for a second until I get to this red light. Oh, turn green. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what, yeah, I gotta concentrate on that in a second. But bottom line is, yeah, just keep going. Keep going. And you know, the examples that they showed us today of creators, I wasn't impressed. They all were great, but it wasn't anything that I'm like, oh, like you really got to be in the game for a long time to learn how to do that. Nothing, no creative content. Cause you know, they pick out top creators of like, you know, oh, these are creators that you want to implement, you know, they're doing a great job. We really like the way that they're doing it. And it was just all like, what I will say is a lot of the creators had really good videography. Like you could tell they used a professional camera, but there wasn't any standout where I was like, okay, that is the next Kevin Hart, or that is the next Kim Kardashian, or that, you know what I mean? Like there was no like standout. It was just like, okay, this is good. You could tell it's scripted. You could tell they cared. You could tell they put effort. You could tell they put editing effort, right? And I'm just like, this is what everybody already knows how to do. The only difference between those creators and us is that they just are creating, you know, like they're not drowning in all the ideas and all the worry and all the overthinking and maybe I'll start next week, or maybe I'll post something next week, or they just are actually like, instead of like worrying and doing more research, they just actually create the content. Okay. The second Buddha, I might be able to answer you on a future podcast, or a future podcast. I guess it's kind of like a podcast on a future live stream, but today we're talking about YouTube growth and just like money making ideas and just like the event. But I'm happy to potentially answer your question later, like in a future live. But in the meantime, if you really want to know, and you want amazing actual advice from a professional dating coach, marital coach, life coach, go to Tony Gaskins. He goes live a lot, and you ask him that question and he'll give you better advice than I would, to be honest. So, cause he just, you know, he deals with thousands of people every week. That's his full-time gig. So what else? Any questions? Any other questions? By the way, I am booked out for one-on-one coaching. So there was a couple people that slid in there yesterday. I only had one left, but I ended up accepting 3 more. But that's it. So there's no more one-on-one email coaching for the rest of the month. It will pick back up August 1st. And I do want to remind a couple of you that have gotten email coaching, send me your first question. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to help you get from point A to point B. I've already been helping people unlock some things. They just have a serious, quick question and they need more detail to give me the backstory. Because you guys know on these lives, you can only really send me, you know, like a short 2-sentence line of a question, right? And people have been having great experiences with it. So, but some of you guys have bought the package and are not taking advantage of it. Take advantage of it. You bought it. So ask me your question. I just want to remind anyone that comes across this, make sure to ask me your question. And it's broken up into 3. You ask me one question with 2 follow-up questions. So it's essentially three questions. And we're going to get from point A to point B in those 3 emails. And you give me detail. I'm going to respond back with either written or verbal, like how I'm talking now. And you send me, if you want to, you know, give me backup information, like receipts of like, okay, so this is my problem, you know, screenshot, whatever. And what I'm helping people with is in the wellness department, the mindset department, YouTube growth, and money making online. Okay. So if you need just like a quick hurdle that you just cannot get over and you really want to get my personal advice on your specific tailored issue, then I mean, you can't do it this month, but next month, starting August 1st, I'll be opening that back up to everybody, and you will be able to do your email coaching with me, okay? So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. Yeah, when I was telling you guys, people that want to know, you know, my exact direct advice, nice, custom and tailored just for you, because I can't do custom and tailored for people on a live stream, right? There's multiple people on here. So if you want it custom and tailored specifically for you, then invest in the one-on-one email coaching. It's super easy. So just kind of have it in the back of your mind, have it in your budget for next month, and let's get you going. You know, maybe you're stuck on YouTube advice, you're stuck on your fitness journey, and really the fitness journey, I feel like every single human being can get unstuck when you unlock this. So that's more so what I help out with. Okay. It might be a money-making thing, or it might be a limiting belief. I actually unlock people with limiting beliefs too. And essentially what I'm able to do is help you see your blind spot, because that's all it is, right? And you just cannot figure it out. Or maybe you're asking friends, you're asking family, you're asking a spouse, but they're too close in proximity to you. So they're kind of blinded too, right? Like they're too biased because they love you, or they don't want to tell you the truth, or they don't want to hurt your feelings, right? So that's when you do want to book a coach. I am a certified life coach. I also have a business marketing degree from a nationally accredited, you know, college, right? Went to a really, really great college. I was a district manager. I was over 30 full-time people, over 400 part-time people for years. I've been in many leadership positions. So I've been in the industry of coaching and development